Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel of Beyond Consultancy, where we discuss all things operations excellence. My name is Herman Lemmens. In this keynote, we will show how to apply the economic production quantity. This keynote is the fifth of a series. In the previous keynotes, we discussed both the economic ordering quantity model as well as the economic production quantity model. If you are new to this subject, you may want to take a look at one of them first. Otherwise, let us proceed. The diagram shows the typical profile of the work-in-process buffer in the economic production quantity model. Q number of units are produced at the rate P. As they arrive, they are withdrawn at the rate D, resulting in a net growth of P minus D. The economic production quantity model determines the optimal production lot size at which the sum of the total inventory and setup costs is minimal. This sum can be expressed as follows, where D is the total demand for the period, S is the setup cost, H is the inventory cost per unit, P is the production rate, and D is the rate of takeout. The optimal production lot size is determined through the following formula. On the next pages, we will go through an example. Assume a rate of takeout of 400 units per week and that we have 48 open weeks per year. Next, assume a production rate of 720 units per week, and this also for 48 weeks. The unit purchase price is €15 and the annual stock carrying charges are 20%. The setup costs are €50 per changeover and the changeover lead time is half a week. The required safety stock is 200 units. The questions are, what is the optimal production lot size and what are the corresponding annual costs? Further to these, what are the main elements in the time structure of this EPQ cycle? At this point, you may want to pause the video to make the exercise yourself. I will wait a few moments. Let us continue. We need to complete the input data first. The annual demand D is determined by the 400 units per week times 48 weeks, and it is 19,200 units per year. The annual production capacity likewise is 34,560 units. This is definitely larger than the demand. The inventory holding costs are determined by multiplying the unit price of €50 with the 20% carrying charges, resulting in €3. We are now ready to input these into the various formulas. The economic production quantity EPQ is calculated as shown, and it is 1,200 units. The maximum size of the buffer inventory IMAX is the fraction of the economic production quantity, namely 533 units. With this we can calculate the total cost TC to be €1,600. Note that the inventory costs equal the setup costs for the optimal lot size. Let's now calculate the key elements of the work-in-process buffer. We have 16 runs per year, namely the annual demand of 90,200 divided by the optimal lot size of 1,200. This means that the total cycle takes 48 divided by 16, it takes 3 weeks. Based on the production rate of 720 units per week, the length of the production run itself is only 1 2/3 of a week, meaning that the time available for the other processes is 1 1/3 week. With a changeover lead time of half a week and a safety stock of 200 units, the reorder level is 400 units. Together with the safety stock, the average inventory level becomes 467 units. We have compiled these numbers into a time diagram. At the start of the cycle, there are 200 units safety stock in the buffer. The total cycle is 3 weeks long. Production runs at the rate of 720 units per week during the first 1 2/3 of a week. In total, 1,200 EPQ units are produced, of which 400 units are withdrawn per week, leaving a net rate of increase of 320 units per week. In total, the buffer will have increased with 533 units, resulting in a 733 inventory units in total. The order lead time is half a week, meaning that when the total units in the buffer crosses the reorder level of 400 units, a new production order will be placed and a new cycle will commence. This brings us to the close of this keynote. Thank you for being here. I hope you found it interesting. Please leave your views in the comment section below, and I hope to see you again.